All right, I'm Bill Hargenritter, author, co-author of the upcoming book, Love Forgives, Never Give Up. Here today with the 33 Days of Love Challenge series, where I interview an author, an expert, every day for 33 days, and they share a lesson or story on how love impacted their life, so you can put that into play right now this very day. Today I have a fun guest, a zesty guest, Linda Babulic. Linda, welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So I'm gonna read Linda's short bio. She has a longer bio, but I'll read the short version, and then Linda will go into her story she wants to share. So Linda is a successful personal business strategist, community builder, and researcher, and Amazon #1 best-selling author of Zest Your Life: A Taste of Inner Wisdom. Linda works with women seeking change in business, life, and health. She understands your challenges. She provides you with steps you need to take to improve your life, and she keeps you committed to your goals along the way. Her wisdom, knowledge, and experience have helped women in various stages of their lives find the confidence, clarity, and courage they need to bring change into their lives. And Linda, I'm looking forward to the story you have to share. What do you have for us?
That's great. I was really thrilled that you asked me to talk about this subject, because in my book, the word love is in there 118 times.
Wow.
So you know that's important to me.
Yeah.
And my book, Zest Your Life, could have just as easily been named Love for Life, because the word love is a synonym of the word zest. So I define love as purpose, passion, and the source energy for everyone to live a whole life. To me, it's about relationship, and relationships are everywhere and they're everything. As we said before we got on air, you know, we'll often say, oh, I love chocolate. I love that color. I love my car. We have relationships with all those things. We have relationships with our socks. It's really interesting how we can use that word love so much. And our relationships are necessary for growth and evolution and development. See, the meaning of life to me can be found in our personal relationships. Not much meaning in life with your relationship you have with your socks, but certainly the personal relationships are the ones that are important to us.
Absolutely.
They're why humans are here on this planet at this time. Because by definition, relationship is the state of being connected. In fact, in a recent conversation with my friend Samantha, she suggested that the word love is overused. And she is replacing it with the word connect. So instead of saying, I love you, she says, I am very connected to you. I feel connected to your energy. How do you like that?
Yeah, no, interesting.
Yeah, that it changes the energetic around that. The sound of it, it feels different inside of you. So the next book that I'm writing is called The 7 Secrets of Women with Zest. And the #1 secret is that powerful women love themselves enough to stand strong in their personal power. And I think it's the same thing with powerful men. And that power doesn't come from ego. That power comes from love. And they love themselves enough to stand strong in their personal power and to be open to love, to love the people around them, to love the situations they're in, whether they're good or bad. You know, when you think of your first love and your most profound, lasting, never-ending love, it must be with yourself. I think that falling in love is a spiritual act. I think it opens your heart. And being in that state of love is being in a state of peace. Can you remember that feeling? That when you fell in love with yourself and you were so pleased that you did that. That day you learned how to ride your two-wheeler, that was one of those moments. Those are those power moments, but we don't relate to them as moments that we fell in love with ourselves. And that's so important because they are. We now have the capacity to look back and look at that and go, yes, I did love myself before that voice got so loud in my head. So you want to let your love flow and become one with all of the love in the world. You know, when you start looking for love around you, it's like when you buy a white car. Pretty soon you see all white cars. I have an orange car. And once I bought my orange Beetle, I was seeing orange cars everywhere.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So it's love is the same way, because to love yourself, it raises your vibrations and it makes you that magnetic, attractive being. Because you can feel that radiance of love from deep within you. And if you let that out, it's going to heal the world. And the world, it needs a lot of healing these days. And maybe it always has. So you realize then that you're worthy of being loved. And now it's your obligation to love, because love is your greatest connection to your higher self, and it's absolutely irresistible. And I believe that relationships start early on, maybe at the moment of conception. There's love going on there. And even death can't separate our relationships and our connection to a loved one. The love and the connection stays forever.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's all powerful. I love, or should I say, I am connected to the message that you're coming out with. And what's great about interviewing you and everybody else during the series is I love it because everybody has their own unique interpretation. And if I were to say, hey, tell me a story about this, then it would just be my view, and that would limit it. But when we all have our own different views, can you maybe what are your thoughts on on that? On how can you express? How do you find what's a lesson? What's something that somebody can actually do in their life to do more of what you talked about?
Well, I think that relationships that are the closest to you, they're the ones that have the greatest effect on you and how you live your life. And if you want to live your life in vitality, as Dr. Bruce Lipton said, he said when people are in love, they express tremendous vitality. But when people are in fear or in protection, the life force seems to be drained out of them. And I love it because he made me chuckle. He says, basically, nature is really trying to tell us to move towards this higher vibration of love. And who could argue with that?
Yeah.
So we've got, some things that we could certainly do. And communicating in relationships is really, really important. We want to do that in all our relationships. We must become proficient in the heart-to-heart communication, not talking out of our head or talking out of our ego, but talking from our heart. If we talk from our heart and a center of love, the nastiness is not going to come out of our mouth. Empty is going to come out of our mouth. Understanding, trying to understand why that other person is feeling that way, why that other person is angry or hurt, and what can you do to try to make them understand that you understand, because that's the really important part. So you want to communicate to make a difference and to have impact. And you can only do that when you do it well. I mean, we see that on Facebook, internet, we're so connected. And it gets knocked, but you know what? It's all communication. And that best communication is from the heart. We can do this over Google. We can do this in emails. Sometimes you just get that email that says, just thinking of you, or that text. It's like, I needed that this morning. And somebody's just sending you that bucket of love that you're being doused in. And what a better way to have it at any time of day. It's communication. It's what connects our humanity. And so we want to remove the barriers to effective communication. So you need to open your heart and communicate from that place of love, honesty, and understanding.
Awesome. So communicate from the heart, helps ego melt away, helps people brighten their day, and brightens your day as well. And so with the time that we have, we packed a lot into this. It's been 8 minutes. So we're going to wrap things up, though. But I do want to thank you so much for your time. Linda's book, Zest for Life. She's new one. What's the new title of your book coming out?
The 7 Secrets of Women with Zest.
The 7 Secrets of Women with Zest. We're going to post links for Linda's websites and book below this right now. But Linda's also going to be a featured author on the book that I'm co-authoring with my wife, love of my life, Danielle. It's called Love, Forgive, Never Give Up. It's about turning tragedy into triumph, adversity into advantage, and taking your life to the next level. Linda will be a featured author on that. If you want to find out more about that book, go to Love, Forgive, NeverGiveUp.com. Check out Linda's stuff. And look for more of our 33 Days of Love interview series. We're going to have more authors and more experts sharing what we have to help you implement a new way of loving in your day right away. So, Linda, thank you again.
I have one recipe for love,
please.
And that is love cures all. And if it doesn't, double the dose.
That's a good recipe.
I'll leave you with that thought.
Thank you so much, Linda. We'll be seeing more of you, and we'll see all you guys on the next video. Thanks so much. Take care, Linda.
Bye-bye.